I'm Cecilia, I live in Zurich and I love train travel, and I'm trying to visit all 1,720 public transport train stations in Switzerland. Back in May I came back from a holiday in New York, arrived at the airport really early and went to meet a friend for breakfast, and then most of the day I went cycling near Schaffhausen as part of the Slow Up cycling event where they close a bunch of roads so that you can cycle around. Good morning. Bit of a different start to the day today. I am at the airport, which is rare for me, at least like being here for flying. I just arrived back from a week in New York and I am trying to convince myself that it is definitely 6 a.m. and not midnight, and I am heading to HB, so to the centre, and meeting a friend for breakfast, and then the plan for the rest of the day is to go cycling. It's one of the Slow Up events, which I love, where they close a bunch of roads and you can just go cycling there, and today is near Schaffhausen. So that's kind of the main thing that I'm gonna do today. I need to still go home, drop off all my stuff, get changed, get the bike, etc. But yeah, breakfast first. So it's a few minutes from the airport to the main train station. I'm just heading to the train. I'm on the train now. It only takes 12 minutes from the airport to Zurich HB. After a week in New York, it is strikingly not loud. Ordered no cream, but we're back in Switzerland, so the likelihood of getting the actual order is quite low. Likes doing that, doesn't it?
It's like he pretends to be colibri.
Such a nice day. It's now quite a bit later and I'm gonna head home, drop off my things, get all the cycling stuff. But I had such a nice breakfast. I mean, terrible in terms of quality. Awful hot chocolate. I shouldn't have got hot chocolate, but I never know what to get at Starbucks instead. I should get into the habit of getting juice or something like that. Maybe that's better. But yeah, I mean, still edible, they use proper milk, which is still good. And I also got a bagel with cream cheese. Absolutely awful. Literally had one bite of it, couldn't have the rest. So yeah, however, some of the birds liked the bagel, so good for them. And it was very nice to catch up with my friend. She has been trying to get up really early, like 5:30, 6 a.m. And she is now off on the tram. I am walking home, and couldn't believe you could see a little bit of snow on the mountains still. But I'm not heading to the mountains today, so I think that was probably more than I'll see of the mountains than most of the day today. Back home. Feels like it's been a while, which it has actually, a little bit over a week. Honestly, I have some tidying up to do. I was in a rush packing and getting everything ready for the trip. Mostly it's a whole lot of stuff on the desk, but that's alright, it won't take too long to tidy up. And I am not going to fully unpack now. Just going to grab the things that I need and then unpack tonight, but for the moment just going to get everything ready for cycling. So I need to try and remember everything. I'll go downstairs and get my bag, etc. So yeah, I really just want a nap, but it's a really bad idea because it's like 9:30 a.m. here now. It's 3:30 a.m. in New York. So just trying to deal with the jet lag. But yeah, right. I'm gonna get stuff to go cycling. All packed and I'm about to go to the station. So this is a direct train to Schaffhausen. So very simple, 38 minutes till I get there. I think we're definitely stopping at Earlikon. I don't know, we might actually be going via the airport again. No, just Earlikon and then Bulach, which is a small town where a lot of people who work in Zurich live. So yeah, 38 minutes, quite quick, and the weather is lovely. I did all the boring stuff like reapplying sunscreen, and I'm just charging my phone, and other than that I'm ready to go cycling as soon as I get to Schaffhausen. I do have a jacket with me, so I'm not sure if I'm going to just stay with this on because it's really warm or if I'm going to need the jacket. But yeah, I think other than that, all kind of set. I have mapped out the route on my phone as well. There is one train station that's super close to the route, so I'm going to stop off there. Apart from that, there are a couple of other places where usually I might have tried to stop there too, but I think today it would be nice to just have a pretty relaxed time. I'm unsure whether I will do the whole route or not. There's enough time, but we'll see. If I get too tired, I might cut it short. But yeah, and this is a route that sort of goes from Switzerland to Germany and back, I think 3 times. So I think there are supposed to be 6 border crossings. So that's quite fun.
Schaffhausen, Endbahnhof. Wir bitten Sie auszusteigen und verabschieden uns von Ihnen.
Right, gonna pack up then. It was only a couple of minutes to get to the actual route from the train station, and that was the start of the 38-kilometer route. Funnily enough, the route itself went through the train station. It was just a different tunnel from the one that I came out of. about 10 kilometers in, just had some water at the fountain behind me, and it's a really nice atmosphere here. I think this is Taingen. I've been to Taingen before, and there were like no people, so this is quite different, but I think this is where I was. So, gonna carry on in a minute. About halfway through, I'm at 19 kilometers, and I stopped here because there was a sign that said first waffle after the border, which I thought was funny. The waffle was very nice, and there is a saw over there, like an antique saw, I suppose, and it's just going and going and going, and it's attached to a water wheel, so it's kind of it looks like a mill to me. But yeah, about to carry on. Kilometers in. I think it's under 10 to go now. There's a lovely view here, and from here on I think it's pretty much either downhill or flat, which will be nice. So about to have some water and then carry on. back where the route started now. There's a train in 13 minutes and it's literally like 2 minutes away or something like that. So I'm going to take that, and I'm sure I have those lovely stripes on my forehead from the helmet, which I have yet to buy a replacement for. And I mean, the cycling was fantastic. I've also never seen this little town this busy. It was so much, like in a nice way, loads of bicycles everywhere, and the queue for the ice cream shop was long. I didn't get any because I do have a small snack with me for the train back, and I've got dinner at home, so really shouldn't get into any lengthy queues just to get ice cream at the moment. But it was really, really nice. I will definitely come back this summer, I think, because there are quite a few spots that I saw along the river that looked really nice and looked like a lovely place to relax or to go for a run. Actually, like there was quite a long path along the river, and the river is the Rhine, so it's like a nice river. So good. 40 kilometers as well, so not too shabby considering, it's actually not too shabby in general. It's a lot more than I cycled more than once before this year. So yeah, right, off to the train station then, I think. Same way back, 38 minutes from Schaffhausen to Zurich HB, and I have my little snack, which is a peanut butter waffle. This is from REI in New York. I bought it yesterday, I think. No, day before yesterday. The days are blurring into each other. And I actually bought them for my sister, but she didn't want as many as I bought, so I'm very happy to have these. They're really nice. They definitely don't have brilliant ingredients, but really yummy. And we get the beautiful view leaving Schaffhausen again, going by the Rhine Falls, so hopefully there isn't anything in the way. To tidy up the stuff that I brought with me today to go cycling, and I'm going to try and also tidy up the stuff that's in my suitcase so that hopefully by in an hour or two I can have a nice tidy flat and enjoy the rest of my evening. So, well, not super fun, but has to be done. The unpacking and tidying up and everything. I even vacuumed, etc., and took the stuff out of the dishwasher, So everything's pretty much done except for laundry, which the machine was in use, so that'll have to wait until tomorrow. And I am using my new mug from a few days ago. It's from the Patagonia shop in Brooklyn, and I love the colour and the design, so very pleased with this purchase. And it's a thermos mug, so it doesn't feel warm at all, which at the moment I wouldn't mind it being warm, but obviously it's supposed to keep the drink warm, so that's nice. And I am watching All Creatures Great and Small, which I started on the way to New York and I'm really enjoying, although I'm always worried about everybody and I don't know if I need to be or not. I don't really know if they're going to have bad endings for any of the characters, so we'll see. And I am attempting to get all the videos that are currently on my phone onto the external hard drive, and for some reason my phone is not cooperating, so I'll just keep at it for a little bit longer and try and work out what to do tomorrow. The weather is meant to be rubbish in some parts of Switzerland, nice in others, so not quite sure yet. And I think that's it for today then. But yeah, I actually really like the cycle ride, and right now I am not keeling over with tiredness, miraculously. So yeah, made it through the day, but definitely going to sleep soon because yeah, otherwise it's just too much time that all feels like one day. So I will see you next time. Bye.